Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the impromptu SMSAlaska text blast demonstration. There have been some questions about how to send a text blast out, and I think some people have been confusing some other competitor's screen with mine because their process doesn't seem anywhere near mine, or I don't know, maybe they were frustrated and just couldn't get it out. But anyway, so if you have an account with SMSAlaska, and then the other thing is, honestly, they were claiming that they were cheaper, but they're, if I remember correctly, they were $4 cheaper. $4. Okay, so and then they have 2,000 credits a month. I'm offering 2,000 credits a month for $100, but they only text, no coupons or landing pages or text to screen or birthday wishes, QR codes, no questionnaires, no scavenger hunt, none of that stuff. No mobile website, no kiosk builder, no text to win. So, and they're wanting the same price. So I thought I would say, okay, let me show you what I got. And then in here, I don't know how their list management works. These are keywords I'm using to, this is the client's screen. But if you're paying $100 a month, you will get this screen. The screen I'm going to show you the actual text demonstration on is my own, but I have more modules. But I just wanted people to see what they'll actually get, which is this right here. And then, so if you're going to send a text out, remember that you would have first talked to people and set up your contact already, and then let people know that you have this available, and you would have talked to them and convinced some of them to get on your list by texting in your keyword. All that information is in another video that shows you how to go from the ground floor of configuring what you want to do and coming up with a keyword and putting it into the system and everything else. But this video here is about, you already have a list of 100 people, and you want to send out a message to them. And there was some confusion about that. Now, with this system here, you can send out a straight text message. You could send everybody a coupon, and so when they present the coupon at your function or establishment, then it can be redeemed and they can get whatever it is you're offering. There's a landing page. It's like a mobile web page, where you can put as much information as you want on there. I'm not sure if others are offering that. Here's a text to screen where, now this is if you were doing a group thing, you're somewhere where you had access to a screen and people were allowing folks just to say hello from this town or that town. That's what I've seen it used for, and some crazy birthday parties and some crazy bachelor parties where they had a screen up and everybody can type and say just about anything you want. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Text to screen. Birthday wishes, you can when on a person's birthday, you can have a special coupon that will be sent to that person automatically and wish them a happy birthday, and then they can come in with their coupon and redeem it for whatever it is you're offering. Also, whenever you send out a text message or a landing page or the coupon, it'll go to Facebook. If you click on this button, you can just tell it how to log into Facebook by accepting the screen that normally pops up when you do that. QR codes, if you have the readers on your phone and you know how to explain this to people, QR codes are really nice because they hold a lot of information in just one little code. Just scan it. It's cool. Here's the questionnaire. So you can send out a 1 or 2 sentence question and have like up to 5 choices that they can make from that. Here's your keyword. So if you're going to say text pizza to 71441 or text party, whatever the keyword is you chose, that's what will be under this selection. Scavenger hunt, which actually asks you questions in a scavenger hunt format. A scheduled task where you can set up text messaging and landing pages and coupons to go out later in the future. And this will show you all those scheduled tasks. And web form, so this is if you have a website or Facebook or whatever, you want to invite people to join your list so you can text out to them whatever your information is, then you can create that form here and stick it on the website or give it to your webmaster or whoever's running your WordPress site or whatever you got going on. we have code coming out of here for you. And then here's a kiosk builder. Now this is slick when you're at a party, because you can walk around the party with your phone or a tablet and ask people if they want to join your mobile VIP list, and they'll say yes or no. And normally at a party, people they know how to use the texting on their phone, but they'll tell you that they don't, because they may have had a few drinks and they don't want to look stupid in front of anybody else. So make it easy for them. Just say, well, what is your phone number? Now, if they're too drunk to give you the phone number, maybe you're not the kind of person you want on your list anyway, but I'm not going to judge. So you ask them if they want to be on the list. They say yes. You type their phone number in. You can hit the select button, and then you can ask them for their name and birth date so that you can get them in the system and get them on the birthday loop. If they say no, okay, you can just submit. They'll get a text saying, hey, do you want to join the whatever the name of your group is, mobile VIP list, or whatever you called it? And all they have to do is type in yes. So YES, send. Now they're in your list. So they didn't have to figure out how to do anything. And then when the text message comes up, it's already ready to accept a response, so they don't have to go through that drama. So that makes it really easy. And you can have 3 and 4 people out in their room with this kiosk on your phone. It's just a screen that you tap the button. It says, have your logo on there. Say, do you want to join us? And you show the people to tap OK, and then it's a keypad that comes up where you can type your phone number in. It says submit, and then the thing for the first name and birthday comes up. And if they don't want to do that, that's fine. You can hit the submit again, and then there it is. They get the text message. They type in yes. They're on your list. Now, here's the cool thing. If you got 4 or 5 people out there in the room gathering up numbers, and 2 people or more hit the same person, no problem. Because what's going to happen is when the second and subsequent people hit that same person, it's going to come back on the screen and say, this person is already on the list. Aha! So you're not going to get any duplicates, so don't even worry about that. Now, this is actually a full-featured website. It's a mobile website. It fits on the phone, their original version, but then you can open it up to be a full-featured website where you can see it on desktops and tablets and whatever, anywhere you need that. That's actually part of the system. So now, honestly, a lot of people that can't manage this system, we do have an additional service where we build it for you, but that's additional cost as well. So just straight up just telling you that. But most people can go in here and use the wizards and make it work for them. See, this is a big bonus. This is normally an additional $10 a month, but I'm here in Alaska. I'm going to give it to people. I mean, even if you're buying from outside of Alaska, I'm still going to throw it in there. But if you can't figure it out, you really want it up, then you have to pay us to hook that up for you, because we're not going to allow any outsiders in here, because we don't know what they're going to do, and we don't need the additional expense of cleaning up other people's messes. So that's just the way that is. So it's a bonus there for those that can use it. This is a poll. Ask a question, people can vote, and then you see a screen that pops up. Actually shows you a grid of, the tallies of who voted for what. And then it's text to win. Up to 5 people can win. And you can also restrict who participates in the contest. So you can say, all right, 3 months down the road, you're going to say that you appreciate everybody on your list in your mobile VIP group, and you want to give some prizes out. So you can have 5 winners, from 1st to 5th place, and then everybody else will get a consolation message saying, thank you for participating. And you can give out 5 gifts. The thing that's slick is that you can have an ongoing down the road. You can have announcements that you say, well, anybody who texts in tonight can win the so-and-so. And then you can tell the console what date range you want to pick winners from. So then you pick winners from the start of the day that you're in to the next day, right? And then it'll only pick those people that actually text in that day. Even though you might have another 100 people on the list, they won't be included into the contest, because this is for new entries, right? So that way you can still be able to address new people. And then you can have one that's open up for everybody, where you can just, send a message out to the whole list, or pick from the whole list, actually. And then it'll send the winners, hey, you won. They bring that message to you and show you that they've won. You also have a list of the phone numbers of people that won. And then everybody else gets a consolation. And you can still offer them some kind of coupon that can be either some kind of free piece of food, or 5% off or something. I don't, something to make it interesting for them. But the text to win it's fun. So do what you will. No gambling now. No gambling. And then the inbox. See, now this is a way for people to talk back to you. But remember, if people are sending messages back to you, you're paying for those messages. You're going to burn up a credit every time they send you something. So I tell people that it's a one-way service. I can send to you, but you can't send back to me unless I'm giving you a poll or whatever, or a questionnaire, which, again, remember, you send out those questionnaires. When they answer and send back to you, you're paying for that credit too. Okay, so just to let you know what's going on. All right, so now what I'm going to do is we're going to go in here to the texting just to show how our text process works, which is what the intent of this video was to begin with. So here we go. Okay, so what I did was I switched into my account, because if you've been paying attention, this name changed up here. So now this is the screen that you see when you want to send out a message to your list or your group. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over each feature really quickly, and I'm going to go back and walk you through what the process is, okay? So I know you're saying, slow it down here. Let me slow it down. This is an impromptu video. Somebody said, hey, they asked me about my screens and confusing it with something else. I don't have a current video up because I am rebuilding the website after being hacked a few times. So this is what I wanted to put out for people to see what's going on. And then if you have any questions or comments, let me know. I will be putting out more videos as I get closer to having the site up. And I want to make sure I'm ready by summer of 2019. So here is where you would type in the actual message that you're going to send out to the people. Okay. Now let me quickly explain how this works. For our package, you get 2,000 credits a month, right? One credit equals one message to one person, and one message equals 160 characters, and you can see that right here. We also service Canada, and they have a smaller amount of characters, but 160 for the US. That's what I'm talking to right now today. So if you send a message that's 160 characters to 100 people, you have just used 100 credits. Okay, so when you're trying to do this and you're managing your credits and everything, you have to know how many people are on your list and then what the page length is, because that's gonna make a difference. Because if you send a message out that's 162 characters, that is a 2-page message. If you send out a message that's 161 characters, that's a 2-page message. That means you're going to be sending out a 2-page message to 100 people, meaning you will use 200 credits, which for something like that is not really worth it unless you have a small list and you don't want to create a landing page. Because see, the thing about a landing page is that it forces you to create only one text message, 160 character message. Actually, it's like 140 characters because you have to have room for the link. Then it goes to the landing page, which is like a small flyer, and it can be as long as you want. Have graphics, have videos on there, form you can fill out, a map, so that way you're letting people know with the text, hey, here is what's on our landing page, and then click on the link and they get the additional information. You save on credits. There are some people that, in spite of it all, they still will do it with just straight text and even buy more credits to do that. So, hey, every piece their own. I'm not saying one is good or bad or the other, but I know most people want to get the most bang out of their buck. So, landing pages. But for now, we just want to show you the straight texting part of it, okay? So, 160 characters in here equals one message. You can see it right down here. Merge tags. Now, when you're creating a message, if you, while you were building your audience, collected their first name, at least in birth date, then when you're sending out a message, you can say hello and put first name in there. We're going to be having a birthday party so-and-so time, and we know that your birthday is on, and then you can have that there, or whatever type of message you want to send out. But that's what these merge tags are for. But you have to have the data in the database. So when you are collecting data from the kiosk, or you were using one of the web forms where people filled out the form, put their phone number in there, and then got on the list, then they're in there. But if you didn't capture that data from the start, then it's not going to be there. So just so you know. But you can just put a straight message in here. That's just for the people that want to be fancy. Okay. So then also too, just say that there's a message you send out all the time. You just change, a little bit here or there. See, here's one of the messages was the first name. Don't forget dinner tonight at the Moose Lodge, just at 6 p.m. Now right here, dinner tonight, and I could just stick a date in here real quick, and that way I can just hit this message, click on one of the groups, and be done with it. There are other messages in here. Rock band, summer jam. See, I can just cross this off and just make this anything else I need it to be, or I can just paste new text in there. So these are just some examples of, if you're going to send a message out all the time, you can have them in here and just have a place where you can just modify for that particular week or date, and then makes life easy for you. You don't like them, then you can just use the trash can once you bring them up to get rid of them. Okay, now here, if you're going to put a website link in the message, it will bit.ly the link for you. So if I click on insert, see, it made it into a shorter bit.ly link. And that just makes it faster. You can track how many people are clicking and that kind of stuff. Now this right here, you don't need to use this beyond the first time you actually get a person in, because this just takes up more characters, and you'll have you going over. But this is just the help and stop instructions. Now, what I would do is every now and then, when you're sending out texts and thanking people for being on the list, and you do need to thank them, okay? You may want to say, and anybody who wanted to get off the list, just text stop, to 71441, and that's it. Ask them, do you want to get off the list? And they can say yes, and then boom, they're off. But this uses up characters. So just to be responsible and have a balance, you don't need to use this, but every now and then just mention it, Now this area here, this is where you have collected your list. Now we'll be talking about this in another video on the contacts, how you create a contact, pick a keyword, name your list, and this is it. And people, when they join, they'll join under one of these, and then you'll be able to send messages to them. Or while you are configuring your message and trying to test it out to make sure you see how it looks, you can just type one phone number in this spot, and that phone number will be sent this message. Now, let me warn you, if you do that, make sure you copy this. This is all text here, so make sure you copy this before you send the message, because when you come back, it'll be gone. All right? So if you send it to the list or here, it's going to be gone. But it's simple to put it back. So you just type your phone number in here, and then you can send that right now if you want to. Now, if you have a Twitter account, whatever your text message is, if you're sending out party notifications or meeting notes or whatever to a group that also subscribes, you guys are following each other on Twitter, then you can send these messages out on your Twitter account. So that way, when you send a message out, you're also tweeting it at the same time. So, double duty right there. And here's the filter. Now, see, I don't think anybody's going to be getting into this filter right now. I mean, you'd have to have put in a lot of stuff in the database in order for this to work. Okay, so another video some other time. But I just want to make sure that I clicked on everything so you know what's happening. All right, now the send method. Send now. So if I hit the send button, it's going to send this out right now. Or if I want to schedule this, see, I can set a date and a time for this to go out. And if this was going to be a recurring message, like if you need to text these people, let them know every Tuesday that Thursday is going to be the meeting, then this is how you would do it right here. Now, if you got to a point where you've got hundreds of people on this list, the way the texting works right now is one message goes out every second. So it's, even if you have 500 messages, you're talking about 500 seconds, a couple of minutes. So it depends upon you, but you can govern how many messages are sent out a day. So if you have 1,000 people on your list, you want to just send out 100 a day or so. Maybe you got some kind of coupon going on, and I guess the first people that get it, the first one that respond, and then after that, it flows. That might be a reason, but that's what this is for. Set the pace for the daily messages each day, and it will send the specified amount until all numbers have been delivered. And they're talking about all the phone numbers on your list, until all of them have been delivered the message. So that's what this is for here. But normally you're going to be on the send now, hit the send button, and it'll be gone straight away. So this is how you send messages here. And once you send the message, you have the choice of coming back to send another message or going back to the list of features. And so I'm going to go back to the list of features, but I'm going to use cancel. I'm not going to send a blank message. And now this screen looks a little bit different than the one we started off with. This is my admin screen, where I have the addition of vehicle listing and property listing, as well as autoresponders and a few other little doodads that you get with the advanced packages. But anyway, you just saw how to send out a text, and that's how to do it. Here's where you create your list with all the people on it and define what kind of list it is. We'll have a video on all that coming up soon. But right now, this is DJ Rico for SMSAlaska.com.